Hello there and welcome back to War Thunder. Today I want to finally present you the XM-1 GM, and there is a lot to talk about. Now I want to tell you that at the end I have a cracker gameplay for you, 10 kills, double A's, survivor gameplay, maybe some other scenes to have a quick laugh. But honestly, there is something else. Why didn't I show you this tank before? Well, I didn't want to promote it because it was a tank that just had a 0.7 battle rating gap to the top tier tanks. Now with the new battle ratings, with at least 3 top tier MBTs having a battle rating of 10.0, in the maximum up tier you will face them, and that is okayish for me. If you think about other games like World of Tanks, like World of Warships, and like older versions of War Thunder in previous patches, it was sometimes possible in War Thunder and is always possible in World of Tanks that you get with a fully up tier into the top tier meta. So it would be hypocritical to not show this tank now to you. And to be honest, this tank is fun. Again, a very nice gameplay at the end, but there is something else that I want to talk about, and that is comparing it to the XM-803 in terms of raw value, because both tanks have the same patch as introduction into the same nation, and the one is a premium tank and the other one is a tech tree tank. So, what is the XM-1? Well, as I said, 9.0. Premium tank for the Americans, main battle tank, medium tank, and in a fully battle rating up tier you will face 10.0 tanks. I'm okayish with that. In the perfect world, this tank would have a battle rating of 8.0 in terms of what I want to see for that tank as distance to top tier, to actually reward players for their insane grind. I mean, look at all those tanks, look at all the stock grind that you have to do. But, putting that aside, what do you have to pay for the XM-1 GM to get it? Currently, at least for me in Europe, I need to pay $60 to get the XM-1 as a premium tank with a premium status. That means premium Silverline income, premium research point income, and also being fully upgraded together with 2,000 gold needles for your pocket money, that here, and also 15 days of premium time. That is worth, as you can see here, 1,190 additional gold needles. If you want to get the same status for the XM-803, first of all, you have to buy the tank for Silverlines, and that is an additional cost. Then if you buy yourself all the modules, as you can see here, and you calculate it through, fully upgraded, this tank costs you 6,320 golden eagles. To be fair, first of all, it has smoke grenades which the XM-1 doesn't have. Furthermore, the APFSDS is a bit stronger, like the ATGM, and also the ATGM is stronger in penetration value than the heat shell on the XM-1. But that's not all. For unlocking those modules, you get premium, or you get bonus RP that help you to cut out a big chunk out of the research progress. So you want to have all those modules, and then you also want to have the talisman for the same income in terms of research points. That costs you another 2,700 golden eagles additional to the previously mentioned 6,320 golden eagles for all the module costs. You end up at 9,020 golden eagles. Add to that 1,190 golden eagles for the 15 days of premium. You end up with 10,220 golden eagles. Furthermore, add to this the 2,000 golden eagles for your pocket money, and you end up with 12,220 golden eagles that you have to buy to get yourself a fully upgraded XM-1 803 that doesn't even have the same Silverline income than the XM-1. Furthermore, if you look at the cost of golden eagles, that's around about 10,000 golden eagles for $50 or euros, and then furthermore 2,500 golden eagles for 14 euros. So that you end up with $64 compared to $60. But is then the tank with its combat capabilities equal at the same battle rating in the same nation with the same patch of introduction as the XM-1? I don't think so. First of all, if you look throughout all the stats, yes, the tank is not fully upgraded, so take the MBT-70, which is the same. You can see that the horizontal drive is weaker and than the XM-1. Furthermore, the reload for that 10-second autoloader is a third longer than for the Ace Crew on the XM1, which then features 6.7. With the Expert Crew, it's 7.1 seconds. That is a difference. That is really a difference. Then furthermore, 52.6 tons are powered by 1521 horsepower to a maximum speed of 83 kilometers an hour with neutral steering, frantic rear gear speed. And then for the MBT-70, you can see 1305 horsepower for a bit less, but the horsepower to ton ratio, the top speed, the reverse speed, the neutral steering, everything is a bit more sluggish. And yeah, with the XM-803 you also have this turret here for the 50 caliber, and that is, you know, visible if you are hull down and so forth. So I think the XM-1 is cheaper to run with the same income, even more income in terms of civil lines compared to the XM-803. I just wanted to do this calculation for the lols, for just giving you a raw impression of value within War Thunder, and that top tier is insanely expensive. Everybody will agree to this. And even if you compare it to the M60A1 Rise P, I mean, you know, there is so much performance difference in terms of speed, turret rotation speed, horsepower to ton ratio. The protection is better, but is that really worth something where everybody fires with APFSDS? I have my doubts, to be honest. I have my doubts. So, without further ado, let's go into the gameplay. So here we are now on the Normandy map, which is a nice map for this tank in my opinion, because it actually gives you the possibility to fight the flanking battle. Maps like Kursk and like Fulda Gap and so on, they are really nice. This is a smaller version of a potentially larger map. My team is going for the city fight, so I'm in a numerical disadvantage with another tank compared to what the enemy will field around C, and I have to take them on. Now this serves multiple purposes. If I win this battle, I prevent my team from getting flanked. They have the numerical advantage in the city, and then later on I can follow the enemy tank into the flank while provoking their tanks in the capture zone with C. First of all, that is a design flaw of the map. I'm exploiting it, and now I don't feel guilty because everybody is doing this, and being the honorable fool again is just simply not what I want to do. I'm not a shiny knight, I'm a dirty, filthy German player. I want to have success. So let's try out here and be a sneaky Anakin, go onto the low ground, not being spotted on the main road. The speed advantage that you gain in this tank for driving on the hard terrain is not that big. There is actually a ridge line on the incoming road where I can hide behind, and if an enemy tank does not spot me, I'm just behind him, have an easy shot without him ever having a chance of spotting me. And now a lot of things happen in very quick succession. I peek over this time, over this ridgeline, behind the bush, and I see multiple tanks crossing here from the left to the right. I reverse, trying to get a better position on them, and then a French MX-30 appears, and I'm holding still, hoping that he didn't see my movement. But this camouflage is surprisingly effective, and I hope that he comes around here, that I have an easy shot, but he actually hits me. Now one of the drawbacks of this tank comes into play. I have no smoke launcher, so I launch here the artillery strike on my position while there is an Object Nano 6 coming my way and another tank, and there is no way that I win this fight that is in enemy's favor, so I use my fantastic reverse gear. Look at how this thing goes. It goes like a fruit bat out of hell. And now I use here the dust and the dirt that is thrown up by the artillery strike to re-engage aggressively. This is just what I do, and actually I surprise here the AMX-30. Before he can react, I have him killed. Now multiple things again are going to happen here. I spot here the Raketenjagd Panzer II. I wait for him, he reverses, the rocket comes, detonates on the ridgeline, my APFSDS actually goes through, no time to celebrate, there is a gun barrel of an Object 96 I have to angle, not showing my sight, the actual 50 cal will kill him. And why did I re-angle here the hull? Well, very simple. I needed to prevent him allowing a shot into my crew compartment with the APHE round. With the heat round as well, it would have been absorbed by the engine, and my crew is fully operational. I have 2 fire extinguishers, but just 1 crew replenishment for 1 crew member, and I have infinite times that I can use the repair kit. You have to think that way. You need to preserve your crew. Your crew is your greatest value in a tank, you know, if it is a decent tank. And now I saw some action. I saw some pinging on the map from one of my killed crew members. I'm pushing aggressively into the smoke. I suspect that there being an enemy tank. It's an Object 96, and yeah, sure, that just happened. And he's completely surprised at my appearance. And at this battle rating against this tank's performance, even this ridiculously powerful light tank has no chance. I digress. 4 kills, and now I need to push again. And now I want to go between A and C, trying to get more kills. And I also reposition myself. Everything that the enemy knew about me killing them there is now obsolete knowledge, because now I'm on a completely different position. So C got captured, and I'm now moving into the gap of the front line of my team actually, and they are fighting hard. Object 96s everywhere. They're killing my team. They get killed. Yeah, Object 96 is now really a tank that struggles. The tank got killed in C, and actually now an Object 96 reverses trying to be in cover, and I actually disable him, and he cannot really shoot me there. And before he can swing the turret around, another shell, another APFSDS round through his engine kills also the crew, and actually results in a hull break. So that was the dominant game mechanic here, so that's why that is shown. I'm now in cover of this building. I think that nobody is on my right side or behind me, so I now know that the enemy knows that C gets captured, because obviously they get the message, and it's very close to their spawn in a dominant position. This is literally the high ground. And now let's farm some Anakins. You know, you're here for the bad jokes on this channel for free. I see a lot of movement, I see a lot of action. I reverse here, and then an artillery smoke blinds me, and this is now a very funny scene. I'm doing a lot of damage to this T-54-47 and killing 1 crew member. I actually hit him now with the machine gun. So let me explain you that situation. I can hit him with the top mounted 50 cal that can actually shoot above the ridgeline, hitting his commander's cupola. But where I suspect I could shoot him, there isn't a ridgeline absorbing all my APFSDS rounds. And that is kind of funny. So I'm wasting here kind of a lot of ammunition. I wait with the next shot so that the hit cam disappears, because it was kind of faulty. And yeah, let's see if I can do anything. No, still he's there, and I cannot do anything against him. I'm too long in this position. I need to reposition, and just as I decided to do so, a shell whizzes over the top of my tank. So situational awareness is very, very important. Is this actually now spawn camping? Look at the map design, look at the position of the capture zone. I was in the capture zone actually working into their spawn zone. Is this fair? I think a lot of the blame about the complaints, rightfully so, about instant spawn camping has to be named at the name of Gaijin. So that's now the 5th and 6th hit that or shell that I put into this tank's direction, and now I finally kill him. I see another tank moving here, another shell whizzes by, so my actions are just spot on, with a lot of luck I have to say. but if you add luck to situational awareness, to flanking work, it always looks awesome. So this is why I wanted to show you this gameplay where I had a lot of fun playing it. Then there is now a T-44-100. Now, funnily enough, with a lot of big guns at its battle rating, you have to carefully aim, not with APFSDS. Now I actually absorbed some shells from what looks like an at ZSU 57-2, I'm actually out of breath here, and there I see now an Object 906 and binocular aiming, and I actually hit his driver and track him. So I use here now the heat shell, and what actually happens is that I didn't track the Object 906, but that ZSU 57 which was behind him. So he had actually the chance to go back into cover, and the accuracy on the gun is actually atrocious with the heat shell, with the APFSDS in particular. Then I saw some movement again between the buildings, and I again sacrificed the heat shell, hull breaking the ZSU 57-2. Now I reposition myself because I think now the Object 906 wants to play a mind game with me. I heard some gunfire to my left, but I think this is not as important as killing the Object 906 that knows of my presence. He now looks around the building into the direction where I was previously, and again with binocular aim I hull break him. Ooh, that was nice. 9 kills, and now I get greedy, but I have to ask myself, or I have to ask you in the comment section, is this now greed, going for the 10th kill and actually going behind the enemy spawn, because they don't want to get out. We have all the 3 capture zones, there is nothing left for me to do. And again, to be the honorable fool, I don't think that this is really the right way. So now here is the timer, and I reset now here just in a moment, and then I go in, and the last heat shell, can we hull break another tank? Come on, where are you? There he is, giving his position away, come around the corner, and another hull break. Beautiful, beautiful, 10 kills. To be honest, it's been a while since I got a double ace like this, and just in a few moments we will see that I actually survive it. That was one hell of a gameplay. It was fast, it was brutal, it was amazing, I loved it. And this tank actually is fun. And as we could see in the intro, just by looking at the numbers, it's worth the money. That still doesn't mean that it's cheap. $60 for a single tank, for a single premium tank. But currently this is the best money, that is the best bang that you get for your bucks, to be honest. So, that's the gameplay right there. Let's see the results. And I actually got the survivor, which I highly value. That's always a reason to show off a gameplay. And there we go, what a result. 10 kills, no planes, no kill assists, a lot of critical hits and normal hits. 1 capture zone for 93,000 silver lines and 12,463 research points. That's a lot of income. So the tank actually spews out the money, and a big portion of this, like 85,000 silver lines, were pure profit. 2,668 score points. What a battle, what a tank. So this is the XM-1 GM for you, and I think that's a nice premium tank. A shame that other nations again have nothing equal at this battle rating, at that tier even, so there is a lot of imbalance. In the future this will hopefully change. Overall, I'm not really a fan of this tank being 9-0, but I think this is the best that we could ask for, having an entire decompression patch. I think that it is a bit too good for 9.0, but if it again would see an up tier to 9.3, again I would be against it, because then the battle rating spread to top tier wouldn't be 1.0 but 0.7, which is something that I don't approve. Finally, that's it for me today, so thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you did, subscribe if you want to see more, let me know in the comment section what you think about this tank, and as usual, we'll see each other on the battlefields of War Thunder.